What's up, YouTube fam? This is your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and we back with another video. Let's hear from tonight's sponsor, and then we'll jump right into it. This video is brought to you by Cool Green Clothing. Cool Green Clothing is a Baltimore-based clothing line that started back in 2018 and has been growing strong ever since. Make sure you follow Cool Green Clothing on Facebook and IG at Cool Green Clothing, and check out their website, coolgreenclothing.com, where you can find the latest cool green fashions and hats, women's apparel, and the latest men's collection. Remember, if you ain't coolin' and getting the green, you're in the way.
Yeah, shout out my nigga Cool Green on the fit though. Got me drippy, you heard?
Oh man, check out my man, yo, you feel me? Yo, be getting me right, you feel me? Big clothing for real, you feel me? Come with everything for real, I'm grabbing everything from my man, yo, you feel me? Shout out to my man, yo, you feel me? Support, you heard? Yes, sir.
Cool Green right here, Sadie. Cool Green, you already know downtown B-More, that's where we at. You already know representing New York, Harlem shit right here, uptown. But we downtown right now. You see that? My man, yo, come and get my man Cool Green. Rock it, you see it. I'm gonna make it look good for niggas to get. Daddy, sales is going up today because of the Cool Greens.
And I'm telling you, follow Cool Green Clothing. It's so important for us to support our entrepreneurs. There's so much talent in Baltimore. And as a creative entrepreneur myself, I know how hard it is. And I love to see just people going out there and going for their dreams. So let's get it. Bless up.
What's up, YouTube fam? This your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and we back with another video. Today, we are going to talk about Maryland's longest serving female prisoner, Miss Eraina Pretty from Northwest Baltimore. She was just 18 years old when she pled guilty to a murder charge in 1978. Her older boyfriend committed the heinous crime of robbing and taking the life of a Baltimore social worker, and it claims that she assisted in the disposing of the bookie according to court documents. They also said she helped set up a robbery for her boyfriend and his friend, which led to the life of a grocer and a father of 4 being taken. The victim also happened to be her boss at the time. Miss Pretty said in a 2015 interview that she was a little scared kid. All she wanted was attention. She wanted somebody to love her. Miss Pretty had a very bad childhood that led her to look for love in all the wrong places. Miss Pretty's boyfriend was abusive, and she was more than likely afraid of what he would do if she wasn't complicit in his crimes. According to her lawyers, she felt like she had no choice but to help him commit the crime. And in fact, their actions that night sort of reflect that. She goes into the store, she assists in the robbery, and then, in sort of the first opportunity, flees the store. Although she had no prior arrests or offenses, she was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole at just 18. Her attorney at the time of her arrest told her she would serve less time, somewhere around 11.5 years, and be released to the pre-release unit. She ended up serving almost 4 times that amount. Although she was considered a model inmate by many, she was denied parole multiple times. Miss Pretty had only 3 infractions in 3 decades of being incarcerated, and before her denial by Governor Hogan in 2019, she had not had one in over 20 years. During her time of incarceration, Miss Pretty took advantage of many opportunities available to her. She participated in the education program, earning her bachelor's degree in sociology from Morgan State University. She also completed computer classes. She participated in service programs, including the Canine Partners Dog Program, training service dogs to help with people with physical disabilities. She also assembled books for the blind, worked as a facilitator in a crime recovery program, and received certificates for her leadership roles in events and projects. She has had an array of jobs, including the position of a data entry clerk, which she held for 20 years. She speaks openly about how transformed she is after years of therapy, working through the pain she carried with her from child abuse. She speaks openly, too, about being so racked with guilt for her victims and hopelessness that she asked then-Governor Ehrlich to put her to death in a letter she wrote to him in 2003. She told Diane Sawyer in a 2015 interview that she wanted her victim's family to know how remorseful she still is for her crime. However, the family of the man whom Perry's ex-boyfriend killed started a petition against Pretty's release, stating in part that her decisions took her away from her family. In response, Pretty's daughter said that her mother is very, very remorseful for her part in the crime and that she accepted it, even though she wasn't the person who actually did the crime and was an accessory to it. She never downplayed it, she said. Her daughter, Kay Dunn, said that her mother practically raised her from behind bars. Ms. Dunn said that her mom, Ms. Pretty, is nurturing and has helped many, many inmates while she was incarcerated at the Maryland Correctional Institute for Women in Jessup, Maryland. She had done good with her time and earned 2 degrees, one being in sociology, as mentioned before. In December 2020, a judge approved a request to release Ms. Pretty, who has served 42 years in prison. The judge sentenced her to time served and she was released. Ms. Pretty had got C-19 early on in 2020 and was the second inmate to be released due to her age, health, and time served under Baltimore State Attorney Marilyn Mosby's Sentencing Review Unit, along with the help of her lawyers from the University of Maryland who advocated her release years prior. In the statement, the state's attorney said, Ms. Pretty has served 42 years in prison. She has not only redeemed herself, but exemplifies the need for second chances in our criminal justice system. And while we recognize the hurt and trauma that lives every day with the survivors of this unfortunate incident, we remain committed to ensuring restorative support as they heal. Ms. Pretty became the longest serving female inmate in Maryland because of her mistakes she made when she was just a teenager who thought she was doing it for love. While Ms. Pretty is extremely remorseful for her actions, I'm sure she wishes things could have gone differently. However, I believe Ms. Pretty had to do what she felt was necessary to stay alive, whether good or bad. At the time of being a teen in an adult world, I'm sure her mindset was set on survival and later anything to feel loved. Unfortunately, this story is not unique to just Ms. Pretty. A lot of young women find themselves doing things they never thought they would do in the name of love or being a ride or die. Fortunately, Ms. Pretty didn't waste her time incarcerated and now has a second chance at life on the outside of prison walls. I believe Ms. Pretty has shown that rehabilitation is possible and should be at the forefront of prison reform, especially with older inmates whose crimes were committed when they were teenagers. My prayers and condolences to the victims and families who were affected by the committed crimes. Ms. Pretty was transferred to a reentry facility and will be placed on probation for 5 years. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, tell me what you think of this story, share this video with everybody you know, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. This your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 Times, and I'm out.